حي على الفلاح.
You know, you and I, things happen to us. We think we did it, but we don't know Allah did it. Can I give you one beautiful example again? I was catching a flight once. I was flying from Dubai to Johannesburg. Okay? That's a long flight, 7.5 hours. Okay? I see there's a brother smiling because I met him also on the plane. He's sitting right in front of me. So what happened is, I was flying from Dubai to Johannesburg. I had a ticket. I had booked my seat. Normally a day or two before we check in and all that online just to make sure everything's okay. And I found myself a seat where there is no one next to me. But what happens a lot of the times is someone then books the seat next to you and no one knows who it is. There is a little app called Fly With Me, which is still up and coming, where if you log in your details, it tells you everyone else who's flying at the same airport from your buddies, from your contact list, and what flight they're going to be on and wherever, if they've allowed that to happen within that contact list. But that is a little bit dangerous. I don't use it, but it's there. However, I booked my seat and it was 7A, sitting quite near the front. And as I walked in, I saw there was a woman seated on 7B. But there's nothing wrong in sitting on 7A. Absolutely nothing wrong. But I thought she might not be so comfortable seeing a guy with a massive beard, and seeing a guy that's dressed in this way, and she might just sort of gulp a few gulps, and she might be uncomfortable. So without me giving her the impression that this is my seat, I started looking for another seat. Right? So I'm looking this way and that way. She was one too sharp. I couldn't tell that she was a Muslim. I couldn't tell. And as much as I don't like to judge people, but I'm just letting you know, there was no sign there to say she's a Muslim woman. In fact, I was trying to make it comfortable for her. And so she looks at me and she says, "Sorry, Mufti Menk." And I almost fainted. The same ambulance we wanted for the other sisters here, they would have needed it for me there. I almost fainted. And I said, "Sorry?" She said, "Salam alaikum. I've been praying that I meet you. I've been praying to Allah for a few years that I meet you. I swear. And now He's given me 7 hours with you. And you want to go away. It's not fair." She tells the air hostess, "Make sure he sits on his seat." You see? And guess what? There were no empty seats. So I said, "No, sister, don't worry. I'm sitting. I'm right with you." And I was really looking forward to my sleep that day. And it didn't come. Because the sister really, she was weeping. She was crying. Initially she was crying. She said, "I can't believe it. I can't believe it." And she says, "No, I am a Muslim." And like I say, we don't judge. But sometimes if I tell you, "Look, I didn't recognize the person," I'm just telling you that had I known she was Muslim, perhaps I'd have greeted her, perhaps whatever. It's okay, it's fine. But now I got to know her. Do you know something? She told me she hasn't missed a tahajjud for 5 years. She says, "Just pray for me." I said, "Sister, your struggles, I don't know them. But I want to tell you, I don't read tahajjud as regularly as you do. I'm not condoning anything. I'm just showing you people do things and get to Allah in whatever way is easier for them. Don't belittle that. Encourage it. Don't stop them. If someone else had to look at the sister, they would have said, 'Sister, you know what? Forget about going to Jahannam. You're already there. But watch the people next to you. They might go as well.'" That's how some people discourage others based on what they look like. That's the same thing people do to guys like me, where they just look at you and they say, "Hate preacher." Oh, hate preacher. What's hate? Subhanallah. May Allah grant us ease. This is the sickness that we have as Muslims amongst ourselves. And she started talking to me about issues that I was shocked about. They were connected to family. They were connected to, finances and halal and haram. And I'm busy thinking the small, fine details of making sure that every penny that I've earned is halal would have probably been one of the factors why Allah answered her prayer in a way that she knows Allah answered this dua of mine. Do you know what I'm trying to say here? You and I make a dua to Allah. MashaAllah, we ask Allah, and things do happen in our lives. But imagine you made a dua to Allah that you want something, and that thing, Allah sent it straight to you. A year, 2 years, 3 years later, but it came right to you. Doesn't it develop your conviction in Allah to say, you heard me? Subhanallah. Subhanallah. My brothers and sisters, I want to cry talking about it right now, because I know details. I can't let you know the details of what I know. But that day, I learned more than I had learned in a long, long time. It changed me a lot. And I learned that there are so many people out there who have their relationship with Allah. They have their struggles we don't know about. They want to be upon the best possible level, but they're struggling to get there. Give them a moment. Respect them. Speak to them. Don't just ignore them. Greet them. Smile at them. Be genuine with them. Feel within your heart that, you know what? This is my brother, my sister. Don't have an ulterior motive at the back that is materialistic or that is derogatory or sinful. But do it genuinely for the sake of Allah. They will feel the energy in your expression. Subhanallah. They will feel the energy around you as you walk, because they know for a fact this person is legit, genuine, complete. In the sense that when I say complete, I don't mean as an individual perfect, but what I mean is completely genuine.